never good when the hood's up. Except for today it is, because we're getting stuff fixed. We also got a new update that's going on with stuff. So John Deere came out with this pretty much fabulous deal where if you trade some stuff in, you can get some brand new technology for not that much. And it's a package deal, so you get a nice new 7000 GPS receiver, which I love how they put these handles on it, because the ones before this one do not have handles, so you're always kind of very careful with it, because if you drop it, that's a lot of money that you're gonna have to pay to fix it, which you don't want to do. So I love that they put handles on these. And we also have come into the cab, so along with the package deal, you get this really awesome big, I think it's 12-inch Gen 5 Plus display, and you also get the 4G MTG. Now, I wanted this thing to look, you know, kind of hidden, so normally this deal sits in here like this, but I took it out, and I also had this one out, and so what an MTG does is it takes all your data off of here, so like your maps, sometimes guidance lines, sometimes field boundaries. For me and us, basically it's just mapping. So like right now we got the anhydrous bar on, so you can take your map of a field, you know, everything you did, all your information, you know, speed, the days you did it, tons of information. And instead of having to stick a USB in here, now with this, it'll just transfer it to the cloud automatically, so then you can just look at it on your phone. Whereas before, I'd have to stick a USB stick in there, and then, you know, it takes a while for it to get on the USB, and then you got to go inside and stick the USB on a laptop, and then log into your account, and then muddle through and try to figure out how to get the data onto the internet, onto your account there, which is hard because you only do it like 2 or 3 times a year. So then every time you go to do it, you kind of forgot how you did it before, so then you have to figure it out again each time. So this is going to make my life a lot easier, and I'm really excited to see how good it works. And since I didn't want wires running throughout the cab, I mean, I already got more wires than I want to with the foot switch right here, but there's no way around that. That's got to be that way. I kind of wanted it integrated. Now this kit is, if you don't really care to see the wires, it's plug and play. You can pretty much just mount it anywhere and then just plug it in. But I kind of want to keep stuff hidden. So this is a great video if you're going to go and mount a 4G MTG, the latest and greatest, into an 8020 series tractor. Would probably work in an 8030 series, 8010 series, or the 8000 series. So what I did was, once again, I took these out, which is really easy. It's one screw. You know, you take them out. You can even unplug them, get them out of your way. And in here, this is actually this window, but it's black right here. So, and this just had sticky strips on it. So I just went ahead and I had to take, there was this deal right here, which is kind of just to take the edge off of this metal piece, but I removed it right there, and that gave me just enough room to stick this to the back of the window. The only downside is where the wires hook up to it are right up against the metal piece in here. But I don't really plan on unplugging it. I don't know why I would. And when that time comes, I'll probably just have to be removing the whole thing anyways. Not a big deal. So then it only hooks up in a couple places. So it hooks up to the service advisor connector here. So, you know, that worked out really well. So I can just route that wire there. And then it also hooks up to the back of your monitor, the Ethernet cable. So then, you know, that's pretty well hidden there. And then it plugs into power and ground down here. And that's it. It's pretty simple. I hope the only thing I'm worried about, and I don't know yet, is if any of this will be kind of interfering. The directions said keep it flat, but I watched John Deere's video and they had it vertical and sticking onto the glass. So I don't know. We shall see. Yeah. So I haven't turned any of this on. This is my very first time with this stuff, and I'm gonna see what this is like. I'm really excited because this looks awesome. Here we go.
For an afternoon of games and drinks at your favorite.
It's starting. Look at that. Oh man, too bad there's glare. Dang, that is so nice. Basically, I'm kind of just blown away. It took me forever to figure it all out. I don't even know how I figured it out, but I think the MTG is working. So that's good. I've got it connected to the internet in the house, so it must be working. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty neat. I made this run page. Shows my coverage and probably your auto track lines. And it shows your rate and all that stuff. You know, and there's the default run page. The other problem we had with the tractor was there's some pulley right behind the steering wheel here that likes to make a noise. And then the other problem was if you pay attention, well, I put it in gear, the front end likes to come up. Meaning the front end, for some reason, when you're going through the field, it'll like settle down. So I looked at some schematics, and you know, oil's got to be going somewhere if it's not staying in the cylinder, keeping the front end up. Because the front end keeps going down, because then eventually once you turn around, or something, it'll make the front end come up, which I don't think it should do that. I think it should just stay at the same level, and the front axle is supposed to kind of cushion stuff, which it does, but for some reason the hydraulic fluid isn't staying in the spot that it should be. So I got some valves to change out to see if that fixes that. I already have put all new accumulators on it like before last harvest, so I don't think that's the problem. And the pulley that was making noise, of course, it's not making noise. I don't know. Alright, so now we're down here underneath the front of the tractor. And we're going to change one of these valves so the front axle will stop seeping down when we're using the machine. So I did all my homework and everything and figured out this might be the best candidate to you know, just change a valve out and see if that fixes the problem. I had actually had this one and this one, but when I was doing my research, parts book is really hard to figure out which valve, which part number corresponds to. So I think I actually bought that one. Kind of looks like it might have been that one. I think there's 4 of those ones, and yeah, I bought the wrong one. I was trying to get this one, but whatever. I guess I did messed up. So, anyways, for today, I guess we'll change that one out, and maybe that'll fix it. You know, maybe that's the problem. I sure hope so, but I ain't gonna bet my life on it. I've heard stories of some guys where they replace all the valves and it still has the same problem, so I don't know. And if that doesn't fix it, then you can replace this valve block, and that's like $8,000 I don't want to spend. So for that much money, I'll let it do its thing. All right. Warm in here. So now that we got that valve in there, to get everything back to normal, there's another valve that you just tighten. It's just a T-handle, you tighten it, and that'll make everything. You'll usually loosen that valve to let the pressure down, because whenever you're going to work on an ILS front end, you want it down so there's no pressure on anything. So that's how you do that. And so then when you're all done, you tighten that back up. So now we want to raise the front end back up towards in the normal spot. So we just clutch it, and then you just put it in gear. It'll automatically come up. How to get a tape measure, be smart about this. Check this, make sure if it's gonna fix it, that it does fix it. And then there is a squealing, there's gotta be something going on with this belt, a bearing on one of these pulleys, or something's not right. Something's going out, because it makes, early in the morning, sometimes it makes a terrible squealing noise. But then also we need to take these out that hold the windshield on, and we're just gonna bend them a little bit so that when you tighten it, it keeps the windshield closer. It keeps it clamped against the seal tighter. Because over time those get loose, and then when you're going through the field and it's, you know, kind of bumpy, you hear it, and that's another annoying noise. So if you can get rid of that, it makes your life a little bit better. So we'll just measure this, and then if we come back in the morning and it's like the same, then okay, let's see, we got 2